Hello everyone, myself Sai Krishna Paladugu. I'm an iOS developer. So today my topic is contactless integration for kiosk and iOS devices using JavaScript. So basically the technologies I'm going to cover here: NFC, Bluetooth, and QR code technologies. Basically the implementation for the kiosk for the various industries. Yeah, let me go to my table of contents and yeah, here is all the context I'm going to cover about today. The iOS kiosk integration, WebView in native iOS development with JavaScript NFC technology for seamless transactions, Bluetooth for proximity-based services, QR code and barcode scanning for contactless integration, payment integration with Apple Pay, custom iOS apps for kiosk and use cases of iOS kiosks in various industries, MDM tools for easy device management. So let me go to the first topic. So the first topic is introducing the kiosk integration. So basically the kiosks where outside industries use iPhones and iPads, basically in the kiosk wise, they need a big screen. The people can come and they can do their tasks from themselves. Most preferably iPads would be the best option. So basically these iPads and iPhones are increasingly being used in a self-service kiosk due to their intuitive interfaces and powerful hardware. So these are all very efficient, and also we don't see any much lag, and it is all prompt and it will be more effective. These contactless experience are becoming essential for reducing the spread of germs and enhancing user convenience. Basically, the people are experienced a lot in the pre-pandemic situation where this interaction to people will be more concerns. So where we come up with the solution called a contactless integration for a kiosk, where people can come to our store for a shipping and they can do their self scanning the packages and printing the receipts and all the steps they can do for themselves without waiting for the team member to assist what they want. So basically these devices are very fast and secure and touch-free interactions, industries like retail, healthcare, and hospitality. So let me go to the another slide. So WebView in a native iOS development, Swift and Objective-C with JavaScript. So basically in our current application where we integrated a JavaScript for one of the function, which is to load the web page. These are all the steps we followed, and we implemented a web page inside of a native iOS container. So in the current project, we just creating a project and just adding a WK web view to your current view controller. If it is a start view controller, when you are starting a view, the first view where you can integrate the WView controller where you want to navigate to the specific web page. So there we can import a web kit and create an outlet for WebView and write a code to load a page using URL requests. So run the app to test the WebView. So optionally enable the JavaScript, handle, navigate, events, load HTML pages content. This simple process allows display web content within the iOS app using WK WebView. Basically, this WebView is more helpful when your primary application is a web application where you want to use the same features into your native iOS on the iPad. So this will be more useful where you can inherit all the features using this WK WebView, and you can just load the URL and just access the features. This is the functionality where web developer can develop and iOS developer can use using a WebKit. Let's see how the code and how we have to create. Basically, this is a iOS one of the view controller where you have to import a UI kit and WebKit. In the particular view controller, you just have to extend a UI view controller and a script message handler, the WK script message handler, and where you have to initiate a variable. And in the when view is loading, in the first time it will call the WebView configuration that you have to load, where use user content controller and add. So here the self is the thing where you have to call the current view controller, where you have to mention the name of the application, and where you have later on you just have to initialize your WebView, how you have to add, and the configuration as well. So if, for example, I take a URL of our conference42.com/JavaScript 2024, I just want to load this URL inside the native app, that we can do it using this request and URL request, where you have to load all the features and requests. So these function basically user content controller, where you have to create and just pass the WK user content controller, and in the did receive, they just have to message the WK script message. And here, if we want to receive a message, and you just have to call the message equal to your application name, and just where you can print the whatever the message you want to print. So basically, this is an interaction where JavaScript that we can use for loading the web pages inside of a native iOS container. So the next slide is about NFC technology for seamless transaction. Basically, for the kiosks in our shipping stores, where customer wants to pay with their Apple Pay, they can do it. So basically, we designed this using the predefined libraries that is provided by Apple, and where you have to integrate the NFC frameworks and just have to send the token, the sensitive token, to when some customer wants to pay at the end of the shipment. This integration helps a lot. This is again does not require any team member help inside the store. So this allows users to make a secure transactions and authenticate their identity by simply tapping their iOS device on a kiosk. Apple Pay facilitates contactless payments, making process fast and secure. So useful in various sectors like in retail and transportation, healthcare. These are all the industries where this NFC technology is used a lot. Even I think these uses everybody knows in current outside space. So everybody knows so how this is more useful. So next topic is Bluetooth for proximity-based services. So basically in our kiosk application, basically we use Bluetooth services, BLE functionality, and where we have to discover our printers and to print the receipts. So we use Bluetooth technology, and we use accessory in the iOS, where you have to fetch the particular device, the Zebra. If it is something like example of a Zebra device that we have, we will just fetch that particular printer, and we will connect, and these printers would help to print the receipt. So basically these proximity based services, like inside the store, it will be used. So basically these are for triggering the printing the customer receipts and shipping labels. So these are all ideal for a service kiosk, and even it is useful for hotel check-ins, healthcare systems, where the interactions can initiated automatically. So this is like a process of integrating for a kiosk for customer usage is a lot when team member assistance is not required, and customer usage is a lot where we have to use a proximity services is required. Next thing is QR code and barcode scanning for contactless interactions. So basically scanning a QR code nowadays, like it is very popular. Every iOS device has it's a built-in camera where it is a capability to scan QR codes and barcodes for contactless ways for user to interact with kiosk. So easy to, and also if it is a more fast assistance where we can integrate third-party scanners. The third-party scanners gives a more faster, and it will be more accurate scans, where we can do that using the libraries provided by the third-party suppliers. That is also doable for kiosk implementation. And currently the kiosks are like using a lot in the airports for ticket scanning and product information retrieval and contactless check-ins. As I mentioned, it is used in the different sectors, retail, healthcare, and transportation sectors. So when coming to the QR code creation and barcode creation, the barcode creation will be happen based on the business logic, And likewise, the same thing is for a QR code. So basically, the creating the strings, once somebody scan the QR code, there will be a string that will be sent to the backend, and backend gives the response. That response we will be going to print, or we will going to show to the customer. So this is something more useful for the contactless integration. So these barcode and QR codes usage is a lot, even in especially in the movie tickets, or in the various places for passes and also. So next topic is payment integration with Apple Pay. So this is very booming thing in United States or everywhere, and overall all the countries. So Apple Pay is consumed a lot, like, for secure contactless transactions using Face ID and Touch ID. This is also integrated and in our self-serve kiosk. So this is reducing risk of both business and customers. Like, this is a good solution for consumers, retailers, business holders, and customers, or everybody in the industry. So common use cases, this is also helped a lot, this technology, in the restaurants and public transportation ticket purchases. So in our applications, when we involved in coming to the coding part in our iOS native library, where we have to use the predefined libraries provided by Apple, and we just have to integrate passing our sensitive access tokens and all. The next thing, custom iOS apps for Kiosk. So basically, based on the business requirement, so every industry has their own way of serving people. So it is based on the requirement. We just have to do a custom solution using iOS, and based on the devices that we're going to control in the enterprise level. So we can develop the iOS apps to create a specific kiosk experience that integrate with backend systems like CRM, ERP, and customer loyalty programs. If somebody goes to the example to the casino, or they have a membership, they can just swipe the card and just can check their points and all. Same thing, this loyalty is applied, LTE programs are applied everywhere. So basically, these kiosks are helpful, and we just have to create library, and we just have to manage what based on the business requirement, how their business want to serve the people. So these features like tap to pay, push notification, digital receipt, enhancing self-service experience. This is all the so many advantages using the iOS space. So custom apps can offer multi-ingred support, personalized interactions, user-friendly interfaces for better engagement. Yeah, next slide. Use cases of kiosks for various industries. Basically, these kiosks in a retail sector, the customers can browse, scan, and purchase products without physical contact, and streamlining the shopping experience. Basically, this in retail industry, the customers are more, and the service of customers, like in giving a best if they are waiting on the lines. So it will be a big headache for the store. So it depends. It is a huge traffic. It will be a more wait time. Customer satisfaction is very less. If it is a self-serve kiosk, so they can come and shop around and just scan their stuff and go as easy. So in the retail industry, the satisfaction of the customer will be more. So now everybody, like in the outside, all the stores, retail stores, so reducing the human power and just increasing the kiosks where serving the people is very better way. In the healthcare, these kiosks are helpful for patient check-in. If they can go and just enter their confirmation, they can check in themselves, and the technician would know the patient is here, and without asking, and just checking with the whatever the store representative or the lab technician. In the transportation industry, where in airports and transit systems use kiosks for contactless ticketing, so boarding pass retrieval and journey planning, so basically that would help. So in the hospitality, hotels use kiosk for guest check-ins, room selection, contactless payments, and improving efficiency and guest satisfaction. So MDM tools for easy device management. Basically, in our space, we use MDM a lot to manage our enterprise mobile applications to install on our enterprise devices. So these MDM tools are allow business manage and update iOS kiosks remotely, ensuring smooth operations because we'll manage by pushing from our MDM console without asking the team member or the store representative to install the app or update the app and take care of the iOS updates. And also we just use MDM tool. This is very helpful, and even in the low staffed area this would be useful, and small fixes that we can perform over the MDM tool. So basically if something stuck, we can just reboot over the MDM tool. That would be helpful managing remotely instead of somebody going there and checking what happens. So these tools are, we always track the devices when it is on online and it will go to offline. So MDM tools can push software updates, monitor performance and security compliance across large networks of kiosks. So ideal for kiosk with a multiple kiosks in different location, ensuring seamless and secure service across all points. The more advantages using MDM is, in my experience, so if something happens, if the device is not responding, or if we know this particular location ID, we can just track the particular serial number of the device and we can see if the device is interacting correctly or not. We can check the logs, and that way without asking the customer, we can just help over creating. If somebody create the ticket and just we can just fix as soon as possible. This will be a very convenient solution. So there is so many tools outside where MDM solutions available for enterprise mobile devices. So especially for iOS is helps a lot. These are all the, yeah, this is all about I'm going to share today. Basically, I just want to let everybody know that using iOS devices and creating business solutions for contactless integration would be going to be a greater deal in the near future. And also we can gain more customer satisfaction, and also it will be helpful for everybody in the pre-pandemic situation and a pandemic situation, so where these interaction is not required with the people. So thank you for giving this opportunity, and thanks for joining everyone. Conference 42 JavaScript 2024. Thank you.